Let's consider the overall process of urine formation. The nephron is the unit of kidney function. There are about 1 million nephrons in each kidney, and each nephron has the ability to make some amount of urine. So let's take a closer look at the nephron. Here is the glomerular capsule opening into the PCT, or the proximal convoluted tubule. Here's the nephron loop opening into the distal convoluted tubule. And finally, we have the collecting duct. You should be able to draw this on your own and label it. Here in front, we have the glomerulus, the afferent arteriole, and efferent arteriole. Molecules move from the glomerulus into the glomerular capsule. This is the first stage of urine formation. We call it filtration because molecules are filtered through the glomerulus. The next stage of urine formation is the movement of molecules from the PCT to the peritubular capillaries. This is called tubular reabsorption. Tubular reabsorption occurs in many parts of the nephron, but majority of it takes place in the PCT. The next stage of urine formation is getting rid of molecules that the body does not need. They could be either toxins or they could be ions for ionic balance. It's removal of certain ions that can bring about acid-base balance. So this is the removal of unwanted molecules. So that's called tubular secretion, and that happens in the DCT. The final stage of urine formation is water conservation. Depending upon the needs of the body, the water needs to be conserved or lost. And that is mostly happens in the collecting duct, and we call this stage water conservation. And whatever comes out of this process is that little drop of urine that you see. The last stage in urine formation is water conservation, and this happens in the collecting duct of the nephron and the DCT. On a hot day, the posterior pituitary releases ADH, the antidiuretic hormone. Antidiuretic hormone makes the collecting duct retain water. In other words, the collecting duct becomes permeable to water, as does the DCT. So the water enters the capillaries and the water is retained, so the urine that comes out is more concentrated. Alternatively, on a cold day, the posterior pituitary does not release as much ADH. So the collecting duct and the DCT are less permeable to water. As a result, less water enters the capillary, and so the urine that is produced is more dilute.